A lot of people are in the habit of filming videos with their phone the same way they hold it for everyday use. That is, in vertical or portrait mode. This is fine if you are filming for a live Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat or Facebook story update, and Twitter as well. But there are times where you should just default to filming horizontal or landscape orientation. And in this quick iPhone filmmaking tutorial for beginners video, we will cover the what, why, when and how to film horizontal or vertical video. Shooting vertical video and posting online used to be frowned upon and was certainly the mark of an amateur. However, as most social media platforms are viewed in vertical orientation, it makes sense to consider when you should be filming in vertical video mode. There are a lot of considerations when doing so though, and if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll give you 6 tips on how to best do so. So, vertical video is when you're filming with a phone like this. It's very natural to film like this because you're generally holding your phone in this orientation about 95% of the time. So it's more or less a little bit of a habit to hold it like this when you hit the record button on your camera app. Horizontal video, on the other hand, is obviously when you're filming with your phone in this orientation. It does take an extra bit of effort, a bit of planning ahead perhaps, or just general awareness with your videoing, as you do need to sort of snap out of that habit to always hold your phone vertically. Every movie, TV show, or pretty much anything you watch on your TV is filmed and viewed in widescreen, as opposed to vertical, for a reason. Our eyes are side by side and we tend to go through life viewing spaces and taking the world in laterally rather than up and down. That's because it's natural for us to scan things to the left and to the right of a subject, wherever we're looking, because that is the plane that our eyes are sitting in. It can be disconcerting, or maybe you feel a bit boxed in when you're watching a vertical video and you can't see what's to the left or right of a subject. It's nice to be able to see the context of what's around you. And you can't always gather this information by seeing what's above or below a subject only in most circumstances. Have you ever viewed a funny cat, dog or kitty video in vertical orientation and you see lots of sky or grass but not much else of the scene itself? This excess sky or roof and ground or floor is known as dead space and doesn't add much ambience to the overall video. This vertical video syndrome is actually one of my pet hates, and when someone sends me a random video like this over text or WhatsApp, it's really obvious that they haven't put any thought into or effort into capturing the moment, and it often makes it hard to see what's actually going on around the scene. I sometimes catch myself looking to the left and right as if by doing so I can actually see what's on the edge of the screen, like when you're trying to urge a ball to go through the goalposts. So when in doubt, cut down the dead space when you're filming on your phone and flip it sideways. Take a moment to allow some space to be there to the left and right of your subject to give your viewers some context to the scene itself. Sure, if you're filming a person, this may cut off the lower half of their body, but this is seldom important information to be giving the viewer, unless you're using it for some kind of fashion or outfit video. In that case though, you can always tilt the phone down to capture that part of the scene when you're filming, like you would do if you're tilting your head down to look at something in real life. Having said all that, there is a time and place for vertical video. For example, for most social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat or Facebook, people are viewing things generally in portrait mode. So if you are doing a quick bit of filming intended for posting video on one of these platforms, feel free to film as a vertical video. Bear in mind though, whenever you're recording, you may not just use it for posting on that social media. You might decide to use it in a short video compilation or quick holiday video edit that you do at a later point. Also, have you ever been watching the news and someone has sent in an amateur video shot on their phone in vertical video mode and they have to squish the video in to fit it into the widescreen format? I'm sure you have. You start to get the idea that horizontal video is simply more versatile. Oftentimes, if you record video horizontally properly, you can later format it to fit into the vertical format at a later point with some basic video editing. For example, on this video I did on the best and fastest AirPods Siri commands, I recorded the entire video in horizontal video mode. However, I was able to take a section of that video, format it into vertical video mode, and repackage a snippet of it as a YouTube short, which is presented to the viewer in a vertical video format, I might add. If you are filming yourself for social media or for business or something a bit more formal and you can't remember the things you want to say, I highly recommend you use a teleprompter app. And I'll review this app here, which allows you to film in selfie mode and have the teleprompter display on your phone at the same time in either portrait or landscape mode. So check out that video to see a little bit about the app. It's a free app and definitely worth the download. Now, if you really must film in vertical video mode, here are 6 tips to keep in mind. Start by choosing a vertical friendly subject. Use your common sense here. Filming a person standing, a tall building, a tree, or generally any object that is taller than it is wide, such as a cocktail glass, are good candidates for vertical filming. Avoid trying to shoot football stadiums or mountainous landscapes in vertical video. If you find yourself needing to look up and down to take in the subject, rather than left and right, that's usually a good indicator that the subject is worthy of being a vertical video candidate. You can create a vertical video by filming it in vertical orientation mode, or as mentioned before, filming in horizontal mode, but making sure you have enough breathing space left and right of the subject to allow you to crop and zoom in at a later point during the edit to turn it into a vertical video. Psst. If you're enjoying the content on this channel, I do have one ask, and that is to smash the like button below to help the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more useful videos like this. It really helps me to grow my channel and inspires me to put out more great content for you. Now on to the next tip. One of the beauties of shooting a vertical video friendly subject as a vertical video is you can move closer to it to show more detail than what you would if you decided you wanted to shoot it in horizontal video mode. If you were to film, say, a beautiful tall tree in horizontal video and you wanted to capture the whole tree in, you'd have to stand a lot further back than what you would if you filmed it in vertical video mode. So generally, move as close as you can to show the whole subject, whilst remembering to give a little bit of breathing room on the edges. This leads me to my next point. Fill the vertical space. I mentioned earlier the problem with having dead space above and below the subject previously in the video. Try to make sure that when you get closer to the subject, you fill the space on the top and bottom of the screen as much as possible to make as best use of the real estate of your frame as possible. Consider where you will place your text. With the last point in mind, if you're someone that wants to write some text at the bottom or the top of your video in your story update, then perhaps shoot a video with an allowance where you are going to place the text in your post without covering up the subject itself. Slow pans are very useful in horizontal video mode particularly, and you may be tempted to do a lot of panning in your vertical videos in some cases. If you feel the video warrants some panning, try to ensure you pan slowly and deliberately. Fast and shaky pans are generally unwanted and are very distracting to the viewer. If you feel your subject needs a lot of panning, maybe you should consider shooting in a horizontal video orientation instead. Which iPhone are you filming on? Maybe it's time to upgrade, and with the iPhone 13 coming out soon, I'm sure you could pick up a great bargain on the iPhone 12. So take a moment to look at this video to see a comparison of all the camera specs between the whole range of iPhone 12 models. I'll see you there.